Today we're going to change things up a little bit, work on the G-Wagon. It's actually a Android screen to replace your OEM screen. And this screen is touchscreen, has Apple CarPlay, and links up to your original, Mercedes-Benz navigation system, so you don't lose any functionality of your car. I'm going to run you through the step-by-step because there's nothing on YouTube. I had to kind of just do this by trial and error, so I figured I'd run you guys through the basic steps. And this process is probably pretty similar to what it is on other Mercedes, but I'm going to show you the unique things to the G-Wagon. That way it makes the process a lot smoother. So let's jump in the cabin and start diving into this. So to start the actual install, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to want to remove this trim piece. And this trim piece is just held in with clips. So I know it seems kind of violent, but you can see these clips are what hold it in. And it just pulls back. So once you remove that trim piece, you're going to remove the T25 screws that hold the radio in, and the AC vents. So there's two on the top for the vent and two on the side. And once you do that, you can now remove this, and then there's one connector for the for these switches that you pull out. And so now that that's out of the way, so once you get this connector off for the switches on your AC vent, the next thing that you can do is you can remove your OEM screen. Obviously I have my aftermarket screen in here, but it's the same process. There's two screws on each side. They're Torx bits. I believe they might be T15s or T25s, but you'll want to, there's a rubber grommet that you pop off on each side and then remove those two screens and it'll pull off. So once you remove the vent and you get this screen screws loose, you're going to want to remove your actual head unit. And so there's two screws. There's one that's sunk back down here and one that's sunk back down here. It's also a Torx bit. So once you get those two screws out, you can actually pull this this head unit out, and you'll have access to the quad lock connector. And now you can start routing the cables in and out. So once you get the main head unit out, there is a quad lock connector in the back, and what you do is you flip the switch up and it'll push the switch out, or push the connector out at the same time. And so your new head unit should come with instructions on how to wire it. It's going to be a little bit different based on which year you have, but the process is generally the same. But you're going to want to pull out your fiber optic cables, which are the orange thick ones. And you're going to pull those out from your OEM quad lock connector, and you're going to put them into the quad lock connector that comes with the new head unit. And so then you'll plug in the old quad lock connector with the other side of the new one, and you'll connect this back in, and you can now find a way to maneuver all the cords and things back behind the head unit. And you're going to want to run the cables up behind to the screen and connect those to the screen. And so mine is a little bit older, so I actually had to get a separate dongle to go into the USB port to make my Apple Play work. But now I'm pretty sure that the new Android screens, and you can get these on AliExpress or eBay, different vendors, but they're generally all the same. AliExpress is probably going to be the cheapest, but your support is probably going to be the least. But this video should get you there, and if there's any details on the wiring that's missing, there's plenty of other people that do these installs, like Flex Alexander and stuff like that. So you can check the detail of the wiring with them. But I'm just trying to show you the unique characteristics of the G-Wagon to get to the point where you can install this. And so once you get the wiring situated and you get everything ran in the back, what you're going to want to do is replace the head unit. And so the head unit can be a little tricky. I actually dropped one of the screws that go into this down below, and it's gone forever. But when you put it back, these bottom parts hook into a little groove inside the body of the car, and these little hooks right here hook around this part right here. And so once you get it hooked in here and hooked in there on the body, you'll slide these back, and they'll flip back into where the screw is, and now you can screw it down and hold it in there tight. So I'm gonna probably have to run to the hardware store to get a new one of these screws. But once you get that, obviously you're going to want to replace the vent and put the 4 screws back here, and then you'll clip the trim back on, and it should work. And so The other thing that you're going to need to do is there's going to be the aux cable that you're going to run so that you can run your sound in. I ran it along the driver's side, and I'll give you guys a better angle, but I ran it under the, I just tucked it right up under the trim and back behind here into the glove box, or into the center console. So I'll show you guys a closer look at how I ran that. But once you run that line, I'll show you guys how it looks when you set it up and the different features that you can go through. So what I did is I actually fished the wire down under this plastic piece and down along here and behind the driver's seat. So once you have the install finish and everything buttoned back up, you can upload custom, logos and stuff. I just did the regular Mercedes-Benz one. But when you get into the system, I'm going to show you how to set it up so that it works with your actual OEM controls. So thanks for watching. If you haven't checked out my G-Wagon build video, I'll link it up here so I can go through all the different modifications I've made to my G-Wagon. And I also do some wash and talks on there, so I talk about stuff I'm working on in my daily life while I wash this car. So check those videos out if you haven't already. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, drop a like on the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. I'm just really trying to show you no love. Say you tired and you need a new love.